Hey viewers and viewresses, my name is General Red Propagandist, and welcome to another little GuP, Girls on Panzer, Google Maps type video. So, last time of course I looked at an area up towards the ORI Museum here on Google Maps, where I found this interesting little room, which seemed to be a little shrine dedicated to Azusa Sawa, the commander of Rabbit Team. Now of course, in that particular video, I mentioned a certain building which appears in episode 4 of the Girls on Panzer TV series, and again in their film, which gets damaged in the TV series and then actually destroyed in the film. And I was kindly informed by one of you viewers out there that the name of that building is Sakanaya Honten, and apparently it's a hotel. It's real, and here it is, everybody. You'll recognise it right there in front of us on this image right now. So, basically I thought, you know, I might as well just do a little interesting video, because the Azusa Sawa Shrine video went down pretty well. People enjoyed that, and it was interesting to see how much the people of ORI have actually embraced this anime. So we're going to take a look at this building, because the thing is, what's kind of interesting is that if you open up this little mini-map down here in the bottom left, you see that, of course, that there are lots of little blips on the Sakanaya Honten building, which are basically rooms you can actually go into. It was the same with the previous video when we were up in the area near ORI Museum. We could go into rooms of hotels and things like that. So that's what I think we'll do in this video. We're going to explore this hotel. And also, what I may do, if there's time permitting, is, if I just turn around here, is maybe just explore up this road a little bit. Because the thing is, obviously, if you've seen Girls on Panzer episode 3, you'll know, of course, that this is the angle, if I'm not mistaken, where Miho's Panzer IV, chased by one of the St. Gloriana Matilda IIs, actually comes down to, you know, get to this point in the in episode 3 or 4, or whichever one it is. 4 it is. 4. That's the right one. So what I may actually do is explore up that way a little bit as well, just so that I can do a comparison between what we're seeing here of ORI in real life and the depiction of it in the TV series, just to see, you know, because obviously they've got the producers of the show made a fairly accurate depiction of the hotel itself, so I'm interested to know how accurately did they depict the rest of this street kind of coming up to it. Now that may require a bit of jump cutting in the video, and what it may also require is me to overlay some static imagery on the screen from time to time by way of comparison between this, what we're seeing here, and the actual depiction in episode 4 of the TV show. But without further ado, let's get into it. Already we can see what appears to be Darjeeling up in the window there. Yes, I've been informed that basically the deal with this hotel is there's a lot of Darjeeling and St. Gloriana related stuff. So if we can get ourselves here into this first kind of blip, which is kind of in the end, oh god, there's about a third of a car there apparently, don't know what's going on there. Right, so here we are in the entrance, and already straight off the bat you can see they've got the St. Gloriana cutouts. Incidentally also, thanks to the person who told me, the date at which this picture was taken that you're seeing here on screen is up here in the top left. I didn't notice that before. The street, when we were just on it there, was May 2013, but this actual picture is June 2017, so much more recent. As you can see, we've got our Darjeeling cutouts there, and they've even got the little tea set on the table, of course, you know, it's what you expect with this character, and just a cutout of a random guy, apparently. So yeah. So this is, I'm presuming the main entrance to the hotel, pretty much. Let's go to the next blip if we can. Okay, right, no, that's just a closer view. That's just a closer view of these things. Okay, interesting. Wow. Like I say, always fascinating to see how much the people of this town embraced the anime. Right, next blip. Can we get in? Can we get into the main entrance hall, perhaps? We can. Okay. So what have we got? Pretty standard there. There's the main doors. Looks like there's a reception area off down there, but I see something here. What looks like a load of art. Is there a closer up of those, or maybe this next blip along here? Yes, there we go. Alright, that's a load of stuff there. Ah, here we are. So I'm seeing quite a few interesting drawings there. Yeah, mainly Darjeeling and St. Gloriana stuff, though it looks like there's a Yukari in that bottom right corner just there. Can we recognise any particular characters? I'm not sure about that bottom left one there. That looks like Miho and some others who I can't quite make out. Interesting. Ah, okay, so we've got the little St. Gloriana / Darjeeling pics there. That's interesting. Right, where now? Can we go around to this? Hold on, if I just go back to this one here, can we go towards the reception area? Do you reckon there's anything over here if I go to this blip? Oh, God. Oh, hey there, dude. Hello. Are you the proprietor of this establishment? Damn, you just stand there, nice, you know, strike a pose for the Google camera dude. Okay, right, well, I see... Oh yeah, there's St. Gloriana stuff here. I see little Darjeeling things down here, and there's a little St. Gloriana Crusader there, and down there as well. Oh my god, wow. Jesus, look at all the freaking Girls on Panzer Censure Dough related stuff down here. Man. So, you know, you can do a bit of light reading whilst you're sat at the reception desk, waiting for someone to actually serve you. Well, you certainly know how to keep your guests entertained, don't you, my dear fellow? Okay. Oh, look, and they got Boko Bears over there as well. I mean, it's a bit, you know, pixely, the image, but yeah. Yeah, so you got a little seating area over here, so you can peruse some Girls on Panzer related articles as you're, you know, waiting to be served or what have you. Oh, what the? Oh, it's just a little thing down there. Ooh! What? A bit... What? Just what? 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 Is this hotel run by a pair of identical twins? What's going on here? Or is that just the same guy? It's just the way the friggin' photographs have been combined, maybe... What? Oh, jeez. Spooky. It's like I'm trapped between them. Good lord. Okay, but ignoring that, we've got more Darjeeling pics up there on the wall. Interesting. Okay, and that's just a window out to the front area. Right, where else can we go here? We can, maybe... Hold on. Oh god, there's a lot of blips, actually. Can we go there? Ooh. Oh, we're in a room. Okay. Well, I don't think there's going to be anything here, is there? No, I don't think we want to be in here. This is just a hotel room. What about this? What's this? Oh god. Does you just have to wait for the image to render in? Okay, well, oh god, it's this guy again. Jeez. He's just sort of indicating all the Girls on Panzer related stuff. Oh wow, is that the... You see this kind of poster here that I'm circling with the mouse cursor right now? The one with like the German Panzer captain dude with the eye patch? Is that poster not in Yukari's room in... Ooh, which episode is it? Would it be episode 5 of the TV anime? Yeah, where Yukari goes on her first reconnaissance to Saunders. I'm pretty sure that's from there, isn't it? And that looks like the cover for the OVA DVD case, interestingly. Okay. Oh yeah, and they got a Dare Film poster by the looks of it back there as well. Interesting. And another little tank on that table. Looks like a tiger or something. Maybe Maho's tiger that she operates. Okay. Interesting stuff. Can we go to this blip? Where was this again? Oh, we're in a different area here. Where are we here? Oh, we're upstairs. Okay. Right. Where else can I get to? Down here? No, this is just taking us into another room, isn't it? Okay. Yeah, well, all the rooms they look pretty similar, don't they? You've got this tatami flooring, the little shoji kind of slider door window things, whatever they are. Interesting. They've probably got little wardrobes where you have your futons or whatever inside them. Yes, I know a little bit about Japanese furniture, but that's probably the full extent of my knowledge. Okay, what are the blips over here? What's this one? Okay, this is just another room. Oh, they got a little kind of grill thing on the stove there. Presumably you can put a bowl of food or something on it. Okay, what's this one? This is just another room, isn't it? It's a similar room, just as soon as the image will load in. Okay. Huh. Okay, nice little hotel rooms, I guess, but there's not much else to see in them. What's this? Ooh. Well, what the hell? Where the hell are we here? What the fuck, is this some kind of bathroom or something? They've got the little, like, seats that you sit on so you can spray yourself. Okay. And what is that in the corner? Is that supposed to be something you can sit in and just relax in? I'm going to be honest, that does not look very inviting, does it? Looks kind of gross. Maybe it's just the lighting in here, I don't know. What's this blip? It's just the... oh. Yeah, okay, it is a little bathroom. You've got the little baskets here, presumably where you can put your clothes and whatever else have you. How strange. It's got that there. Okay, is that all the possible blips we can go into here? I think it may be the case. Okay, so I think we've checked out the entire interior of this building. How interesting. Okay, so can we get out onto the road and actually take a look? Oh god, hold on, can I put myself on the road please? There we are. Right, what I want to do is jump cut the footage here, so I'm just going to pause momentarily. What I'm going to do is see if I can get some screenshots now of, well, screenshots from episode 4 of the TV series, or maybe from their film as well, since Sakanaya Honten appears there too. Some screenshots from one or the other, you know, because I want to do a comparison and see how detailed the producer's depiction of the street leading up to the hotel actually is, and how kind of closely did they stick to that kind of, well, how closely did they stick to realism, basically. So, see you in a second. Okay, so here we are on one of the streets, just a little bit up from the Sakanaya Honten Hotel. Now, I've been looking around and I've been comparing it. I've got my Girls and Panzer DVD on. I've got it paused on this particular, you know, episode 4, particularly on the scenes where Miho's Panzer 4 is being chased through the town towards the hotel. So that little bit. And I've noticed that I must say, and I'll overlay plenty of screenshots here on the video so you can actually do a comparison for yourselves, I must say there are a lot of accuracies. Some of the buildings which are depicted are very similar to how they appear in real life, which certainly suggests quite a level of, quite a level of effort on the part of the producers. Now, that's not to say that there aren't some inconsistencies. There are a few things here and there which don't quite match up, but overall, a lot of it does look very similar to how it is in real life. So, let me just run you through some of the things we see straight off the bat here. So, what I'm, you know, the starting point I'm looking at here is just after, you know, Miho and company first learn that they are the only tank left, pretty much, and so they start running away from the Matilda IIs. So, you remember, of course, it starts off where one of the Matilda IIs, you're seeing it down the, down the length of its cannon with the Panzer IV ahead, and the Panzer IV turns right and heads down this road here towards the intersection there. Just as it does, of course, the Matilda II fires. Now, I'm assuming this is the building here that actually takes the shot that was meant for the Panzer IV initially. Of course, you don't really see much of it, so it's hard to make a comparison, because of course there's an explosion, and by the time the explosion settles, the Matilda II is already turning away in this direction to follow the Panzer IV down here. Now, there is something I will say here. So, the Matilda II, of course, turns right and comes down here, and then it turns left and goes up that road there at the intersection, and that takes it down towards the Sakanaya Honten Hotel. So, there is a slight question I do have here, because if this is the building that gets blown up, then where, you know, was that Matilda turning right out of? Well, the only place it could have turned right out of, as it was firing that shot which takes out this building, is this space over here. But the only issue is, this is a car park, so I'm not entirely sure how not only the Matilda II in question, but also the Panzer IV could have got out of there. Because I'm pretty sure that's what happens in the episode, isn't it? Unless they barge through one of the fences back there or something from a back street, but I'm not sure. So, potential minor inconsistency there, but putting that aside, let's start moving down the road here. So, first things first, you'll be seeing that, well, hopefully from, you know, if I manage to overlay some screenshots, some of these buildings do look very realistic. You know, they do look very much like their real-life counterparts. One other slight inconsistency I noticed is this building here with the two windows on the front. If you look at the side here, it's got two kind of doors on it. This street view was taken in May 2014 as well, so a couple of years after the anime. But in the anime, it's depicted as having a kind of long window. So unless that's been changed in some way, maybe it was renovated or something and the window was taken out, but having said that, there's a slight inconsistency there. But, I mean, it could be explained by, you know, the fact these photos were taken a couple of years after the anime was aired, so maybe some of the buildings were renovated or whatever in the time since, so hence the changes. But of course, you know, if it would let me travel down there, please. Get back onto the road. If we go down here, you'll notice this building certainly looks very consistent, as with some of the screenshots I'm throwing up on the screen right about now, as does that one across the road there, and so does this one over here, because I think if you look very carefully on some of the shots, you can see that air conditioning unit with the doors just beyond them. So yeah, that's definitely realistic. So the Matilda 2 pursues the Panzer IV down here to this intersection. Just wait for the picture to clear up so we can actually get a good view of it, and then it goes left up there. Now of course this is where we get some more kind of interesting areas that do look quite similar. Oh, hold on a minute, that looks different. Hold on, let me just go back up there a second, if I can. If I just go up there. That's really weird, because May 2014, just looking at the date there is no building on the corner there. But if we go forward, May 2013, there is actually a building on this corner. That's peculiar. I wonder if that got demolished or something. How very strange. Okay, sorry for that other jump cut there. I was just doing a screenshot check of the actual episode. Yeah, this building does appear on the episode itself. That's interesting. So that building must not be there anymore. Must have been knocked down or something. Okay, but ignoring that, just putting that aside for the time being, obviously now this is the way where Miho's Panzer IV goes with the Matildas in pursuit towards Sakanaya Honten. And once again, if you look closely between the screenshots and the actual buildings themselves, you will see that quite a few of them are very, very similar to their real-life counterparts. So, you know, this one here has definitely got the things out in front of it. Then there's this kind of space here with this little kind of shelter, whatever it is. One inconsistency, though, is with the kind of area over here, because I think, looking at the screenshots, there's no kind of wall depicted there. It's just depicted as being one big open space, so slight inconsistency there. But this building up here, that's there in the background, as is, I think, this one over here. So, continuing on, if we go down, yes, these buildings, at least some of them, I'm pretty sure, are there. You can see we've got cut out of Caesar there in front of that one, very interesting. Now if we keep going down, like so, you can do kind of a comparison for yourself. This building here is depicted, as is, I think, some of these ones on the left. Not all, but some of them, I think. Now, obviously, I think one detail with this building here, you see on here it's got kind of lettering on this giant sort of sign or whatever it is, whereas I think on the, well, looking at the screenshot from Girls and Panzer, I think there's a difference there in that it doesn't have that. Okay, but moving on further down, these three buildings here on the left, I'm pretty sure they're all, you know, fairly accurate to their real-life counterparts. We've also got a cutout of Noriko from GuP Team over there. They have actually got some Girls and Panzer stuff in the window, interestingly, just, you know, usual promotional posters and whatever. Now, there are some similarities and inconsistencies on this side of the street. I'm pretty sure this was there in the shot, but there are a few differences. I don't recall seeing this big building with the big opening at the bottom. This little shed here, that might have been there, possibly. Then we go along here, and I'm pretty sure this building at the end there, that was part of it, wasn't it? Definitely, I couldn't remember seeing its doors. So yeah, and then of course, we're here, and on the left we have this little kind of parking lot, or whatever it is. I'm pretty sure, although you don't see much of it, you can just see the white fence in the screenshots, so the producers have got that in there. And then of course, you get down here, and look, and you know, lo and behold, we have the Sakanaya Honten right there. And of course that street going off in that direction. You can see actually the marine tower off in the distance over there, interestingly. So there you go. So nice little guided tour of the actual area. Now of course, obviously once after the moment where the Matilda 2 actually crashes into the Sakanaya Honten kind of porch entrance area, obviously then it flicks ahead to where the Panzer IV gets cornered on a kind of one-way street in front of like a construction barricade or something like that. I don't know whereabouts that is though in the town, assuming that is actually a real thing, because I did a bit of exploration around the street up in that direction, but I couldn't see anything in that regard. So I think what it does is, what it does in the episode is, it kind of leaps about different locations of Ori. It's not like one continuous track that they follow, which you can easily discern using Google Maps. But you know, it was interesting to do that, and it's interesting to see how much, you know, attention to detail the producers actually put in there in trying to capture as much of the streets of Ori as they could. So that was very interesting then. So that concludes our little, well, that concludes this episode more or less. I'm definitely probably going to do more episodes, I think, on here on the Propagandist channel, where I take a look at the streets of Ori and at different landmarks and see if I can kind of pinpoint different areas that appear in the Girls and Panther TV show or in the movie. So yeah, in fact, actually on that note, what I may also do is just off camera put my Dare Film DVD into my DVD player and just try and find the Sakanaya Honten as it appears in the film, and just see if, you know, it matches, if the detailing in there actually matches the real life streets. So yeah, and I'll put maybe an annotation up on the screen round about now-ish, if it, you know, just to say whether it actually matches or not. But yeah, well, there we go everyone. So hope you enjoyed that, hope you found it very entertaining to watch. So, if you're not aware, Propagandist, of course, is my second channel. My main channel is General Red Strategist, link, of course, on the Propagandist channel page over on the right. I do a lot of gaming content over on there, so if you're interested in that kind of thing, you can check it out. There's also a couple of social media accounts linked with that, a Facebook and a Twitter page, so if you want to check those out as well, you can do. But than that, thank you once again, everybody, and hope you all look forward to whatever I produce next. Obviously, it does take me a while to get these put together, because especially this one, because of course I've had to overlay screenshots and whatever else have you. But yeah, you know, it's always interesting to do, and I like to work on it when I have a bit of free time. So I hope you enjoyed, everybody, and in the meantime, I'm signing off now. Goodbye all.